afternoon, evening, good night, whatever. It is another video. This is of the young man that was an honorary, what do you want to call him, Secret Service kid that the Democrats didn't stand up for. We have a Democrat with us today that is on Fox News, basically sort of disgusted on what the Democrats have done. I just want to show you that and what his thoughts and what they should do. I think America should come together on this debt, if nothing else. So here it is. Again, I don't edit my videos. I am who I am, and this is how I am. So thanks, guys. Please like and subscribe.
Address got more FaceTime with him at the Oval Office yesterday.
This was so awesome.
What a good-looking family, huh?
There's one more thing I got for you, a big hug.
Okay, good.
Come on, guys.
That's very nice. Look at that family.
You know, Trump gave him some praise the other night, and the Democrats didn't even stand up. I mean, come on. We're all American, right? Most of us.
You got, huh?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Very nice. How are you? Nice to see you, man. Nice to see you. That was a big evening last night, right?
Yes, it was.
That was a big evening.
13-year-old superstar cancer patient DJ Daniel was made an honorary member of the U.S. Secret Service Tuesday. Despite that heartwarming tribute and moment, Democrats turned the cold shoulder. The White House says that snub certainly may have backfired.
Democrats didn't stand to keep men out of women's sports. They couldn't even clap.
That's right, guys. Look at this. They're wearing pink for you ladies. They're wearing pink. And I got people that are watching right now. They're going to say, well, Elon Musk is taking my $35 out of my bank account. He wants my social security number, but don't care about women, I guess, or guys in women's sports or any of that stuff. Trump's a mean guy. We need to get rid of him. You might want to think about your brain and get checked in somewhere.
For a girl who got her head smashed in by a man on a volleyball court. Democrats didn't stand for an innocent and beautiful
Look at this retard. This is not normal? Yeah, she's not normal. And this one needs to resign. Let's get her out of here. Whoever this thing is. Yeah, I said thing. She's a senator somewhere.
child who is surviving brain cancer. Last night was a very clarifying.
I'm gonna stop because look, start by paying your taxes. She don't pay taxes either. The rich have. There's so many ways to get around not paying taxes. You know, I ain't no tax expert, but if I owe $10 million, I'll go buy a $10 million plane and use it as a tax write-off. All rich people know how to play the tax game. I don't want to pay my taxes either. You get it? She don't pay her taxes either. Who's another one? Reverend Al Sharpton.
Moment for our country. The Democrats exposed themselves as the party of insanity and hate.
Guys.
The party that wants to put America last.
Former West Virginia Senator
Yeah, and they start so much crap. It's unbelievable.
Joe Manchin and John Fetterman said this, sir. Thanks for being here. He said a sad cavalcade of self-owns and unhinged petulance. It only makes Trump look more presidential and restrained. We're becoming the metaphorical car alarms that nobody pays attention to, and it may not be the winning message. I'm going to take that metaphor a step further. When that car alarm's going off, it's really annoying to everybody else.
Whose is it?
What do you think about it?
No, John's absolutely spot on. It was so sad. I kept thinking, and I was watching the delivery. I had sat there before in that same situation when the president first came, Trump, President Trump came and he was speaking about energy and things about coal and things I know about the energy security we need for our country. And I was standing up, and I think people were hissing me behind. And I was the only one standing. I kept thinking, that's awful. They shouldn't be that disrespectful to the president. They were hissing me, not him, for standing.
And listen, this is Fetterman. David Axelrod on CNN called Al Green despicable. Michael Steele on MSNBC thought whoever got the bingo sign should be fired. We never learn is one quote. He owned us. It's almost like whatever Trump does or say, just make sure you do the opposite over and over again. Here's a quote.
That's exactly what they're doing. But it doesn't matter. It's people like us and Democrats all over this country can see it. It's called the Great Awakening. They're waking people up left and right. And that just woke up way more Democrats. And I tell you, at the end of all this, there won't be no Democrat Party. It'd be the American Party or the American Team Party or whatever you want to call it. But it's time to wake up and see the Democrats who they really are and see that Donald Trump is for you, the people.
We can't just be the party that barks at Trump. Until we learn that lesson, we're going to lose. He made us look like what we are.
That's exactly right, dude. Hey, Donald Trump is a genius, and I am not, and you're not.
Blanking buffoons.
The biggest thing
Now,
is,
you're on the outside now.
I am.
You have a chance to advise in a more neutral way.
Well,
who is the leader of this party? Who's giving them direction? Why would they make such a spectacle of something that was not necessary?
as far as within the House and the Senate, the leadership is basically Hakeem Jeffries and his team, as far as in the House, and Chuck Schumer and his team, and far in the Senate. As far as a national leader who people are rallying around as former Democrats or Democrats now or independents trying to get their vote, they have to understand the people have spoken. They elect Donald Trump as president. Every red-blooded American should want your president to succeed. If you're in a position of being a House member or a Senate member and you can do something positive, do it. Don't worry about the politics. It'll take care of itself. Make sure our country succeeds, and your leader has to succeed. And when you're going to be against something, do it respectfully. Do it with decorum. Not able to stand up and be able to clap on something with a human touch that had, that young man, the young boy, what he wants to do. That was...
Do you think that young man is ever going to be a Democrat? No. No. None of those kids. You guys ruined the Democrat Party.
That's just unconscionable.
I think the point is, Senator, you can disagree on policy.
Yeah.
And you can express
But not
that.
on human
But not on the personal.
No.
Go ahead, Dana.
On Gutfeld last night, I suggested that the Democrats should just declare bankruptcy.
Yeah.
Because that way you can move forward and start anew.
Well, here...
Do you think that they're at a point now where they realize, like, for example, I'm going to read this other one about, this is from Trump. He said the Democrats should lose the midterms based on their behavior. Republicans can take what happened last night and win any race in the country. And you add that to the trans athlete issue where you had 45 Democratic senators all vote against protecting women's sports.
Well, first of all, let's...
Yeah, it's exactly right. There's your damn receipts. Why do you want men in women's sports? That's for weak-ass men. For all you men out there who want to be in women's sports, you're a loser. Get a life.
Let's look at the country right now. You only have 7 battleground states, and all the money and time and efforts being spent in 7 states going for that independent, undecided voter. Okay, other than that, out of 435 congressional districts, about 400 are already predetermined. So there's not a whole lot of wiggle room here. With that, I just told everyone, look at this. What do you need? Can you say, I'm sorry, we made a mistake? I didn't intend to. Maybe you made the wrong calculation. And they can't say that. Nobody in Washington
But what about the liberal media that pushes it even further than the Democrats and gets them into this position?
You cannot defend.
Yeah, and I got a couple of videos that's going to be linked towards the end or in the middle here of Trump calling for Rachel Maddow and another lady to get fired. You should check that out. That's awesome.
Bad behavior. And you can't make wrong right. You can try all you want to. Just say you made a mistake on the border. I was preaching from day one. Are you all crazy? Have you opened up basically with asylum at the border? What's your reasoning for doing this? So we made a mistake. I don't know why they made their determination to do that, the previous administration. And they should be able to live up to that. And so we made it. We'll fix it. President Trump is who he is. He came in and told you what he was going to do. And he's
That's
only
right.
been in it less than, what, 50 days, 45 days, you said?
Yeah,
45 days. Give him a chance to see what happens. He'll make adjustments. He was not elected as comforter-in-chief. He was elected as commander-in-chief. You might not like the way he commands, okay? But let's give him a chance to see if it's successful. Try to make it successful. And when you disagree, do it respectfully and say, Mr. President, I think I know where you're coming for. Could I give you some input?
So on that point,
And I think if we all did that, we all came together and gave him a chance instead of, oh, I hate Donald Trump because Donald Trump this, Donald Trump that, orange man bad. Oh my God, that's just so sickening. And you're hurting the country in the meantime, and you're hurting your kids, your grandkids, and all that. You gotta grow up.
give us one policy, one prescription, one law that they could agree on.
Debt reduction in this country. We're in a situation now at 36.
Are Democrats prepared to go along with
They better speak up. They better speak up, because that's where they could find it. The president keeps saying, we're making these cuts. It's painful right now. We know that.
What does the Democrats have to run on? Can anybody out here tell me one thing that the Democrats can run on? I'd really like to know. If you guys could just drop it right in the chat below. Just let me know what you think, because I don't really know what they have. What about leaders? I mean, this guy sounds like a good leader right here. I would hire him if I was a Democrat. But the problem is they're too left leaning, too far left, and they're trying to bring as many people as they can to the far left. It's not looking good, guys. Even if you're not a Trumper, you need to follow behind some guy like this. Just saying. No advice. I'm not giving no advice.
There's another way to do that if you can, but if you're making cuts and they're just going at it.
Would you vote to abolish the Department of Education?
I don't know about abolishing it, but I would revamp it. I mean, can anyone say education's attaining what it should be in America? Are we number one or in the top 10 in any category?
More than
We're not.
else.
So all this needs to be. He's shaking it up. It needs to be shook up. But let's do it in a practical way that we get good results. Someone better.
Excuse me. The problem is with practical is because it takes so long and then nothing ever happens. You guys know that. I know that. That's why Trump is doing exactly the way he's doing it. He's skirting these guys because it takes too long. And one president only has 4 to 8 years. Donald Trump has 4 as of now. That's for another topic.
Take the debt of this nation, $36.2 trillion. Mike Mullen told me my first meeting at Armed Services, the greatest threat the United States faces is the debt of our nation will take us down before any other foreign
Yeah,
power.
he's been saying that for a while, too.
He has, and he's been right on. And what happens, every individual owes $104,000. So if you have children, just think, every child you have, $104,000 of debt. If you want to pay all that off, and all of us chipped in $104,000, it's impossible. So
No, it's not. You know why it's not? There's a thing called crypto. It's called crypto. We're going to find out more later on crypto, and the American debt, and why the debt clock was formed and made.
it's unattainable, but it's unsustainable.
Senator, thank you for your time. We're out of time.
Great to see
Whatever
you.
we can do to help, let's
You
pull
should
together.
pop by more often.
We need
okay?
Democrats and Republicans working as Americans. This American party, we're all in it
People
together.
in Washington are watching this program, and they're listening to people like you.
Well, they're all my friends on both sides of the aisle. They're all good people there. Come together for the purpose of making this country what it should
we'll
be.
see
Get
what
our finances in order. Take care of our families.
Thank you,
Thank you
Senator.
so much.
That's it, guys. We have to all come together. If you're a Democrat and you don't like Donald Trump and you still don't like Donald Trump, wrap your arms around this guy. Go back to the center left instead of the far left. Unless you are far left, and then you just need to keep going left, and there'll never be another Democrat party. But I suggest getting on the Trump train. All right, guys. With that being said, that is another video, and I enjoyed doing it. I'm just making videos because I love this country, and man, this country is gonna go far. the other countries are going far. Put your countries first. I'll put our country first, and let's make the world great again. And Democrats and Republicans, let's get together and make something happen. And with that being said, please like and subscribe, and we will see you on the next video. Peace. Peace, peace, peace.